Hello students, in today's lecture we are going to discuss about three different topics. In first topic we will see how to find out the value of a polynomial, second is remainder theorem and last is factor theorem. Now if you observe all the videos properly, you will see that all the sums are little bit of the same type, only the difference is in the format of the question asked. So to begin with, we will first see how to find out the value of a polynomial. Let's see the first sum. So the question is, find the value of the polynomial p of x is equal to 2x cube minus 3x plus 5 for x is equal to 2. So given, first let's write the given polynomial. P of x is equal to 2x cube minus 3x plus 5. Now we have to find out the value of polynomial for x is equal to 2. That is, instead of x, or we are going to replace x by 2, therefore p of 2. So wherever there is x, we will substitute 2. 2 in the bracket, 2 cube minus 3 into 2 plus 5. That is equal to 2. Now what is the cube of 2? 8. Minus 3 2s are 6 plus 5. That is equal to 2 8s are 16 minus 6 plus 5. 16 minus 6, 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. Therefore, I can say P of 2 is equal to 15. Now, let's see the second sum. Find the value of P of y is equal to 2y cube minus 2y plus root 7 for y is equal to minus 2. So, again given, what is the polynomial? P of y is equal to 2y cube minus 2y plus root 7. Y is equal to minus 2. Therefore, P of minus 2. We will replace y by minus 2. 2 in the bracket, minus 2 cube minus 2 into minus 2 plus root 7. That is equal to 2. Minus 2 cube is minus 8. Minus 2 into minus 2 plus 4 plus root 7. That is equal to 2 into 8 minus 16 plus 4 plus root 7. That is equal to minus 16 plus 4 minus 12 plus root 7. Therefore, I can say P of minus 2 is equal to minus 12 plus root 7. Now, let's see the third sum. So again given, the polynomial is P of x is equal to 2x square minus x cube plus x plus 2. Now we have to find out P of 0. That is, we are going to replace x by 0. So P of 0 is equal to 2 into 0 square minus 0 cube plus 0 plus 2. Now 2 into 0 will be 0. So your final answer will be 2. Therefore, I can say P of 0 is equal to 2. Now, let's see the last sum of this topic. Now, in first three sums, we saw how to find out the value of polynomials for different values of the variables. Now, in first case, x was equal to 2. In second case, y is equal to minus 2. Again, in third sum, we saw how to find out the value of P of 0. That is, x is equal to 0. Now, in fourth sum, they have given us, if the value of the polynomial m square minus am plus 7 for m is equal to minus 1 is 10, find the value of a. So first to begin with, given P of m square minus am plus 7, m is equal to minus 1, therefore P of minus 1 is equal to minus 1 square minus a into minus 1 plus 7. What I have done? Wherever there is m, I have replaced it by minus 1. Minus 1 square is 1. Minus a into minus 1 plus a plus 7. That is equal to a plus 8. We got the value a plus 8. But they have given the value as 10. But P of minus 1 is equal to 10 in the result given. Therefore, a plus 8 is equal to 10. Therefore, a is equal to 10 minus 8. Therefore, a is equal to 2. So, in last sum, we saw how to find out the value of a. In this case, they had given us the polynomial m is equal to minus 1. We got the answer a plus 8. but they have given us the value 10. So we got a plus 8 is equal to 10. Therefore a is equal to 2. Now let's see the next topic, that is remainder theorem. Now already I told you that there is a similarity between the first topic and second topic. So let's see what is the similarity. So given what is the polynomial? Suppose p of x is equal to x raised to 4 minus 5x square minus 4x. Now we are dividing it by x plus 3. So therefore I can say x is equal to minus 3. Again I am repeating it, since we are dividing it by x plus 3, we should take x is equal to minus 3. That is, we have to find out p of minus 3. Now in the previous topic we saw how to find out the value of polynomial. Wherever there is x, we will replace it by minus 3. Now minus 3 raised to 4, 81, minus 5 minus 3 square, 9, minus 4 into minus 3 plus 12, 81 minus 45 plus 12, 81 minus 45 is 36 plus 12 is 48. Therefore p of minus 3 is equal to 48. Now so I can say that finding out the value of polynomial and remainder theorem is same. Only in the remainder theorem the question is of the type divide, and they have given us to divide by x plus 3. So we should take the value of x is equal to minus 3. Let's see the second sum. By using remainder theorem, divide the polynomial. So again I can say given p of x is equal to x cube minus 2x square minus 4x minus 1. We are dividing by x minus 1. Therefore x is equal to 1. That is, we will find out p of 1. So 1 cube minus 2 in the bracket 1 square minus 4 into 1 minus 1. 1 cube is 1 minus 1 square 1, 2 into 1 2, minus 4 into 1 minus 4 minus 1. 1 1 cancel, minus 2 minus 4 minus 6. Therefore p of 1 is equal to minus 6. Now we got the value of p of 1 is equal to minus 6. It means the remainder is minus 6. If the polynomial t cube minus 3t square plus kt plus 50 is divided by t minus 3. So again given p of t is equal to t cube minus 3t square plus kt plus 50. We are dividing by t minus 3. Therefore t is equal to 3. Let's find out p of 3. So wherever there is t, we will replace it by 3. 3 cube minus 3 into 3 square plus k into 3 plus 50. 3 cube 27, 3 square 9, 3 into k 3k plus 50. 27 minus 27 plus 3k plus 50. That is equal to 27, 27 will get cancelled. That is equal to 3k plus 50. Now we got the remainder as 3k plus 50, but they have given us a remainder as 62. But p of 3 is equal to 62. The reason will be given. Therefore I can say remainder will be equal. 3k plus 50 is equal to 62. 3k is equal to 62 minus 50. Therefore 3k is equal to 12. Therefore k is equal to 4. Now let's see the third topic, that is factor theorem. Now in the first topic we saw how to find out the value of polynomial. In second topic we saw remainder theorem. Now finding out the value of polynomial and remainder theorem is in the same, only the format of the question is changed. In the remainder theorem is the process of division in which directly we can find out the remainder. Now in factor theorem we can decide whether the given polynomial is a factor of the question or not. Now in this case again we are going to apply the same rules which we have seen for remainder theorem. Now check whether x minus 2 is a factor of the polynomial x cube minus x square minus 4. So again I can say given, let's name the polynomial as p of x is equal to x cube minus x square minus 4. What is the factor? X minus 2. So take x is equal to 2. Again find out p of 2. So 2 cube minus 2 square minus 4. 2 cube is 8 2 square is 4 minus 4, that is equal to 0. Therefore P of 2 is equal to 0. Since we got the remainder 0, we can say that x minus 2 is a factor of x cube minus x square minus 4. Now last sum, if x minus 1 is the factor of the polynomial, so given what is the polynomial? P of x, x cube minus 2x square plus mx minus 4. We are dividing by x minus 1, so x is equal to 1. Let's find out the value of P of 1. 1 cube minus 2 into 1 square plus m into 1 minus 4. 1 cube 1, 1 square 1 multiplied by 2, 2, m into 1 m minus 4, minus 1 minus 4 minus 5. Now, but what they have given us, x minus 1 is a factor of P of x. Since it is a factor, P of 1 will be 0. We got the value as m minus 5 equal to 0. Therefore, m is equal to 5. Now, if you observe all the three topics properly, we can see that in remainder theorem and in factor theorem, we have applied the same procedure for finding out the value of the polynomial. Only in the factor theorem, remainder is not given to us. We should consider that remainder as 0, since as we have considered in the last sum, x minus 1 is a factor of P of x. Therefore, we got P of 1 is equal to 0. What the remainder we got was m minus 5. So I can say that m minus 5 is equal to 0. So I got the value of m as m is equal to 5.